What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Unplugged and Uncut, the news source for sports news and entertainment. You are live with your boy Unique, and we are back from the Summer League back out in Texas. Vegas was a blast. We're going to get into our top 5 Summer League standouts for the San Antonio Spurs across the whole Summer League experience. Before I get started, most of you guys know about the PlayStation 5 we're giving away. However, I am about to try and partner with the San Antonio Spurs and see if they will donate some swag to our fans. That's right, guys. I'm going to try and get some Spurs swag for you guys. If we're not able to get any, don't worry. I'm still going to go to the Spurs store and we'll pick it up ourselves. We'll purchase it ourselves. That way we have extra prizes to pass out. That is coming in August. So I will keep you guys updated. But without further ado, let's get into the San Antonio Spurs top 5 standouts from the Summer League. Now, I do want to give an honorable mention because it was a really close call, and that was for John Carlton. I thought he played really big and his size mattered. He was gobbling up offensive rebounds at a high rate, and he blocked quite a few shots. Honorable mention. But let's get into our 5th player, and that is Dominic Barlow. Dominic Barlow flashed intriguing skill set, being able to play and guard the 1 through 5, but able to play probably 3 through 5. Now he has to work on his handle a little bit more, tighten that up. He has to work on his aggressiveness and going to the basket and getting buckets for himself, as he did seem a little bit tentative and passive at times. But he flashed such an intriguing skill set, and I thought he played really well to be one of the younger players out there. He makes my top 5. Coming in at number 4, the second-year player himself, Joshua Primo. Now, Joshua Primo could have been higher on this list had he kept playing. However, he did have to stop, and he was only able to play in 2 games. However, in those 2 games, he was very impressive. 1 game going over 20. The next game, he didn't have the best scoring game, but he was able to find other ways to help his team, which is the mark of a player understanding, hey, I don't have it going on. I'm still being aggressive with my shot, but let me look for my guys. Was very impressed with Josh Primo in the 2 games he played, and he could have been higher up on this list easily if he had continued to play. Which gets us into our number 3 player, and kind of a surprise player, and that was Darius Days. Darius Days was very consistent. He was so good, he earned himself a 2-way contract. I thought it should have been with the Spurs, but the Miami Heat saw what I saw every game. This kid was one of the top 5 performers on the Spurs night in and night out. Not only on the Spurs roster, but in the Summer League in general. He was very efficient and very consistent. A very nice forward, and I thought Darius Days had an excellent Summer League. In fact, I thought he actually earned the starting position, but that's a whole nother story, and they gave it to DJ Stewart. I would have went with Darius Days. I felt like he earned that starting time in the Summer League from his play from the 2 games before. He had outplayed almost every Spur. But the 2 Spurs we're about to get into, that's right. Let's get into the number 2 spot, because you guys might be shocked. And that is Malachi Brannon. Man, did he not have a roller coaster of a Summer League. But he finished with a bang. Now, it's almost by default as well, because he was taking the second most or the most shots once Joshua Primo was out. However, he started making the most of his opportunities, and you could see the shot creation coming in. In fact, he started to remind me of a little bit of a Derek Anderson type player. Real silky smooth, undersized shooting guard, small forward, standing at like 6'4", 6'5"-ish, but still plays big. Can get his shot over the top of people. And if you guys do not know anything about Derek Anderson, just Google highlights of Derek Anderson when he was with the Spurs before he got traded, or before he went to the Portland Trailblazers. Sorry about that. But yeah, Malachi Brannon looked pretty good, especially on the games he was on. And then there was the games he was off, and it was like, oh. So his up and down play doesn't allow him to get the number 1 spot. But he was the number 2 player, just overall, just his impact on the court and his ability to score the bucket. All right, so our number 1 player, man, he was often the number 1 player in most games. If he wasn't the top player in most games, even on his off shooting nights, he was in the top 5. And that was Blake Wesley. Hands down, Blake Wesley looked like the best Spur on the court, and often he looked like just the best player for both teams on the court. He was flashing not all-star potential. he was flashing star potential. That is right, this kid has the potential to make multiple all-star teams. He was showing an advanced ability to play make better than I thought. Now he does have to work on his turnovers. The last game he was very effective with 5 or 6 assists and 0 turnovers, but for the most part he was 1-1 with assist to turnover ratio. A little bit better on assists and turnovers, but if he can control that part of the game, Blake Wesley is going to be the steal of the draft. This kid can absolutely ball. He's fearless. I like his aggression. I like his go-get-it attitude. His, okay, I missed that shot, but that shot went around the rim 3-4 times. It should have went in. I'm going to shoot it again. That type of confidence. This kid is one of the futures of the Spurs, and Spurs have a bright future. Now, I know DeJounte Murray took a dig at the Spurs saying they were 15 years away. And I was going to make that a whole episode, but we're not, because we know the Spurs are not 15 years away. Honestly, the Spurs might be closer than they think. And with DeJounte going to the Atlanta Hawks, how close are they really to a championship? I don't know. The Spurs have won 5 championships and know what it takes. So I'm going to leave it at that. I do believe the Spurs know what they're doing, and I can actually see the plan right in front of us. You might not agree with it, but Blake Wesley leading the head of this snake, creating a new position, not point guard, but point of attack. The Spurs are going to have something. Jeremy Sohan is going to be a player in this league. So watch out. I don't think the Spurs are 15 years away. I think they're actually 2 years away from being competitive. I think they blow out the tank on this one, go for the highest draft pick they can get, whether it be Victor Wembanyama or another highly touted player in this draft, in the 2023 draft. They load up with that, and they got tons of cap space. I think the Spurs are back sooner than you think. So let's enjoy the ride. Let me know, guys, how y'all feel about the Summer League. Let's get off the DeJounte Murray. Yeah, we're not going to worry about what DeJounte Murray said about the Spurs being 15 years away. We're going to worry about what we saw in the Summer League. Who do you feel like was the best player overall in the Summer League experience? Guys, one last thing. I thought about maybe buying some Summer League tickets for you guys next season and passing them out to a lucky winner. However, with so many players missing games, I don't know if that's an experience you would want to travel for. So let me know in the comments as well if you guys would like me to pick up a pair of extra tickets to go to the Summer League next year. And if you guys do, we will do that. We will pass those tickets out right before the Summer League, probably a month or 2 before. That way the winner has time to prep for their trip to go out there, because if you live in Cali or a different state that is not Vegas or Nevada, then you're probably going to have to plan that trip a little bit better. So we will pass it out. We'll say the Summer League starts in July, May. So we'll pass those tickets out in May. And that's if you guys put somebody in the comments says, hey, I wouldn't mind going to the Summer League. But if nobody says that, then I'm not going to buy no extra Summer League tickets. It was an interesting experience. Overall, I liked it. You are neck and neck with a lot of players, executives, and GMs. So it's a good experience, especially if you're trying to do something like what I do, bringing content for your particular team. The Summer League is a good place and a good spot for you to get, what should I say? For you to get better connected, build those relationships, and start meeting people in the industry of what you're trying to do. That is always key. So it's been fun. Let me know what y'all think about those Summer League tickets. Is that something you want? Who was the best Spur? And your boy is out. Peace.